Pastor Neil B. True, and I want to just take a moment to honor the life of Charlie Kirk, a man of God, a man of faith, a man of purpose. You know, lately in the air, it has been thick with talk about sacrifice and standing for truth. People point to martyrdom and dramatic heroics and ask, would you be willing to die for your faith? That's a powerful question, but for most of us, it's not the real test. The real question is quieter and far more practical. Would you be willing to live for your faith? To live faithfully means to be committed, to be passionate, and to be consistently on fire for Jesus in ordinary days, not just when you're on the mountaintop. It means showing up when life is messy, loving when it's inconvenient, and serving when nobody's watching. There have been and are people who have paid the ultimate price for the gospel. Charlie Kirk is now one of them. He lived his life, and even now his voice is being heard. We honor him. I honor him in his faith. I honor that he had a witness for Jesus. But many have and still do pay the highest price for the gospel, and we should all be honoring that sacrifice. But for most of us, God's call is quieter. It's not a headline. It's a lifetime of faithful choices, steady, being courageous, and living compassionate in your service. It's truthful living. It's revival rarely comes as a spectacle. More often it takes root through persistent obedience of ordinary people who keep preaching Jesus with both their words and their hands. So the world doesn't need primarily louder arguments. It needs more people who live for what they say they believe in. Leadership in God's kingdom is servant leadership. It's when you care for the hurting, then you're leading. When you choose mercy over convenience, you lead. When you serve at church and you're no longer critical, you lead. When you guard your joy and tend to your soul and you keep serving, you lead. Passion without rest burns out, but stewardship of your heart fuels sustained service. So make a commitment to preach Jesus with your life and your words, to serve with excellence and compassion, and guard your soul so that you can keep giving your life. I believe that there is an outpouring of God's Spirit coming to our city and is even here now, but it will not begin in one church. It begins in the hearts of believers that are on fire for Jesus and say, now's the time to live committed wholeheartedly for Jesus, and to live it, to preach it, and to speak it, and most importantly, be the change that we are believing for. We're all called to it. God has promised it, and I don't want to be a spectator. I want to be a participator. So live boldly for what you believe. In Jesus' mighty name.